Hello, my name's Master 101.
Drugs.
Yeah. We are currently off from not off, but last week's random facts were a little wild. Let's try and keep them a little tamer this time. You know, no more talks about a certain thing that was done to dolphins. Like, Chris, you really wanted to get that fact out there.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm kidding. No, I will not try. I will not gaslight my co-host today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Oh, today we are playing Peglin, which is a roguelike Peggle game. Which, Zero, you've never heard of Peggle, right?
Never heard of Peglin.
Uh, it was one of those, what's the word? So, you know how, how do I put it? You know how, computers had, free games on it, like Solitaire and, Pinball and stuff? This is a little more bougier, I would say.
Huh.
Or you know what Breakout is, though, right? Like the game where you play as a long stick. And did you just send me a message? Or was
No.
that somebody? Oh, okay. Sorry, I never know anymore with fucking Discord. And I don't even know where it could be. So. Oh. Anyway, so Peggle is a game where you throw a ball down at a specific angle, and it blows up balls, and you earn points, and then you finish the level that way.
Hmm.
It's I guess it's one of those air quote casual games that people enjoy playing, like a Bejeweled and Candy Crush.
The word Lego is formed from the Danish word legot, which means play well in English, and in Latin, Lego means putting together.
Lego my balls.
Bye, guys.
No, we still have a lot of time.
First known speeding ticket was issued to Walter Arnold in 1896 for going a whopping speed of 8 miles per hour when the post speed limit was 2 miles per hour.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say Walter White, and I was gonna be like, damn, he was alive back then.
The deepest humanity has ever dug is the Kola Super Deep Borehole at 40,226 feet. That's
Damn.
taller than Mount Everest.
Ew. That
The
sounds.
pistol shrimp can create a bubble underwater that can get as hot as 4,800 degrees Celsius, which is the same magnitude as the heat of the surface of the sun.
I'm so glad they brought back Clauncher for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, Scarlet Violence. I'm 90% sure they're going to add the Arceus forms as a DLC,
The Arceus forms?
like the Arceus
Oh,
evolutions
like
from Legends Arceus.
the Hisune?
Yeah, Hisuian forms.
Oh, I don't.
Because every Pokemon that has a Hisuian form or evolution is also in Scarlet and Violet.
So I don't think it's gonna be DLC. I think so. This happened with. Well, actually, no. I think it's just Pokemon Home needs to be updated so it also what's the word is compatible with Scarlet and Violet, which I heard is going to be happening in the spring of 2020 of 2023. So once that happens, we can start bringing the Hisui Pokemon into the game. But it's also kind of weird that some of the Hisui Pokemon already exist, because can't you make Hisui Lilligant?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's to me that's a little weird. Because isn't like the vibe of the Hisui Pokemon supposed to be like, these guys are extinct. That's why they don't show up in the future anymore.
I believe so.
Strange. Anyway, did you know that Hans Christian Andersen murdered? I'm kidding. I don't know who that is. Actually, did you know a lot of fairy tales were fucking gay? Gay as hell.
Yes. Yes, I did.
The story of the Little Mermaid is, the author being like, I'm gonna write a story that is so much about longing.
Yeah.
Again, it's real sad if you think about it.
There was a period during the 18th century in which the British referred to cucumbers as cowcumbers because they were thought to only be good for animal food.
Interesting. And now we put it in everything.
Toilet paper is thought to have first been made in the late 1800s AD in China. The region of the Outer Banks off the coast of North Carolina is also known as the Graveyard of the Atlantic since it has caused thousands of shipwrecks due to its low water, sandbars, and strong currents.
Hmm.
The world's shortest tree is the dwarf willow, which lives in cold regions such as the Arctic tundra. It rarely grows more than a foot tall.
Interesting.
Google Images was inspired after Jennifer Lopez wore a then scandalous green dress to the 2000s Grammy Awards. Google searches for the image became the most popular search query Google ever seen up to that point, and then they realized they needed a way to deliver people images.
So, Google Images exists now because people were scumbags.
Or horny.
Or horny, yeah.
Strength is the longest word that only has one vowel. Over 2,000 years ago, Eratosthenes estimated the Earth's circumference using math. Without ever leaving Egypt, he was accurate within 2%.
Nice. Just random question. Do you think you would be able to live above like you know how like near the Arctic Circle they experience like months long days and months long nights? Do you think you could deal with that?
I think so.
I'm not so sure about myself. Like for the day portions probably. For the night portions, I don't know. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Uh
Never-ending darkness.
well, let me put it this way. Even now, where it's just like it gets dark a little earlier than usual, I get super disoriented and sad. I didn't want to say sad.
Mm. It is dumb that the sun sets like 4 p.m. now.
Well, technically, oh wait, it might be different where you are, but yeah, like around 4 or 5 p.m.
Remember when they said they were going to end daylight savings time?
I think that's gonna happen like next year or something.
Yeah, but it's dumb they just didn't do it this year.
So, okay, don't see. What was I about to say? Uh, so what was the point of daylight savings again?
So daylight savings was a thing, and I was instituted actually a lot later than people realize.
It was like supposed to give like farmers an extra hour of daylight when it came to the harvest season, right?
Daylight savings time was first implemented in the U.S. With Standard Time Act of 1918, a wartime measure for 7 months during World War I, in the intense interest of aiding more daylight hours to conserve energy resources.
Interesting.
Daylight savings time didn't officially become law nationally until 1966
Hmm.
under the Uniform Time Act.
Fascinating. And that isn't me just being sarcastic. That is a legitimate like. Hmm. Oh, nice.
In New Zealand, they started in 1895 and did a 2-hour time shift instead of one.
So why would we need to get rid of it now?
Well, it doesn't really serve a purpose anymore.
Gotcha. Sorry, I don't know why I was singing that.
There are only two doubly landlocked countries in the world, meaning there are landlocked countries surrounding all sides, but also landlocked countries. They are Liechtenstein and Uzbekistan.
Oh no.
There's estimated to be around 205,000 tons of gold that have been mined throughout history. This means if you were to take all of the gold ever mined and press it into a cube, the resulting cube would only be around 22 meters wide on each side.
Interesting. Did you know that during the not Spanish Inquisitions, but basically like, when everybody's like, hey, the new world's pretty cool, let's go there and pillage and enslave everybody over there and take all their like fancy gold and stuff. They also found a shit ton of platinum, which they just threw into the sea because platinum wasn't as pretty and shiny.
It wasn't as valuable to them.
Yeah.
It is done.
Oh, this is also just a random fact on my end that I just recently learned about. Don't worry, it's not, what's the word, dolphin related, but Fran Drescher, before her hit sitcom The Nanny, she was actually part of another sitcom that was on CBS during 1991. It was only on air for, only 8 episodes were made, but 5 were aired. I don't quite remember the reasoning behind it, but the sitcom was called Princesses, and it was about 3 female roommates who were all living in the same apartment because of a, what's the word? Because the building owner basically like, hey, what if I can like double book this apartment and not tell anybody, and I just get more money that way.
Just something that landlords actually do, and it's illegal.
Yeah, yeah. But this was during the 1990s where it wasn't. I mean, it was quirky illegal.
So, and now it's just yeah, we rent beds instead of rooms now to maximize the amount of
Ew.
money we can like carve out of the working class before they all literally die of exhaustion.
Ew. I. Oh, Matryoshka. Okay, okay, that explains the ability. Oh no. This is that the Kirby boss theme?
I have no idea. Twister was the first non-pornographic movie to be released on DVD.
Thank you for the distinction. I don't know how I would have coped if I knew that Twister was a non-pornographic film.
George Miller had his wife Margaret Sickle edit the movie Mad Max Fury Road, even though she had never cut an action movie before. Miller felt that if it was edited by the usual kind of guys, it would look like every other action movie we see. She went on to win an Oscar for her editing work in the film.
I never want to hear about the Oscars ever again after fucking what's the word?
Will
After,
Smith.
huh?
Will Smith.
No, not Will Smith. I meant it more in the fact that so I can't remember what year, but it was a Star Trek film. Was up for an Oscar for what's the word, for costumes, and then they lost to the first Suicide Squad movie.
The bad one.
Yeah, the bad one.
Yep. I didn't know you were such a big fan of Star Trek.
Well, I'm good at I'm a fan of good what's the word, of good costume effects. You know what I mean, like makeup and all that. Oh wait, no, not costumes. It was makeup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I got it backwards. Well, not backwards per se. Just I got upset at the right/wrong thing. But I've never really been a space fan per se. I haven't really been a fan of medieval fantasy either. I'm more of I what's the word I'm gonna say a word and you're gonna be like Nick. I like urban fantasy. Like, give as much fault as you would like to Supernatural. But the first couple of seasons were alright.
Yeah, then they decided to make it fucking The Rapture for some reason. Because they literally couldn't think of something better to do.
Well, no, the Rapture didn't happen because the apocalypse technically didn't happen.
It's not like you have like literally all possibilities of like every mythology and like urban rumor and then like bump in the night story or like cryptid to work with. Nope, angels. We gotta do angels and demons and Lucifer. Why not?
Yeah. How do I put this? I'm so glad that they stayed away from Slender Man. And this is where Zero Yeti tells me that they did in fact have a Slender Man episode. Please tell me they did not have a Slender Man episode.
You're gonna make me Google it, aren't you?
You don't have to Google it. I legitimately do not think they did. Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
No to it. And I'm getting some info from a off-screen source. The 15th episode from season 9. I have just been informed that
Called it the Thin Man.
The Thumb Man.
The Thin Man. Oh. Thumb Man. Bye guys, girls, no bye.
We can't top that. Bye everyone.
This is the fucking Thumb Man from Spy Kids coming at you.